Now, there's a movie that I had not rewatched since I was a little ass kid, bro, and I freaking forgot how good it was. Now, keep in mind, I was a little ass kid, bro. I was probably like 8 or 9 years old, and I vividly remember having like this DVD box set that had like all the original Batman movies. I had like Batman '89 and like all the ones that came out in the '90s, basically. So rewatching Batman '89, dude, for the first time, basically watching it for the first time, I don't remember it at all. I remember certain scenes, but for the most part, I had not watched this movie, basically. So my little 9-year-old brain wasn't able to comprehend this masterpiece at that time. But looking at it now, dude, like, wow, like Batman 1989, dude, is one of the best Batman movies ever fucking made. It's one of the best Batman stories, universes of all time, hands down. And just right off the bat, this movie's been talked about to death. I want to talk about my experience with it, and my initial thoughts about it. Obviously people know about this movie a lot. It was super influential. The whole Batmania phase after this movie came out. You basically couldn't go anywhere in the fucking world without seeing that logo on like some sort of fucking product, bro. Whether it's on a shirt or fucking drinks or fucking cereal, wherever it was, you could always see that logo, bro. And this movie, man, was a different type of Batman. When this came out, dude, I am pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that there was no version of Batman like this that had came out like to the mainstream media. He basically had some of the comics that are really dark, towards this time. He had like the Dark Knight comic that came out. And there was a lot of comics by that point, for like maybe, probably. But you're basically going from Adam West, which was a great Batman for its time. But like, the thing about Adam West's Batman, it was super goofy. It was not meant to be taken serious. And it was kind of like portrayed that way. Batman was sort of portrayed like as this like goofy character, like the Boom Pow, like whenever they would punch people on the show. Like,
how about Batman and Robin? Ping, pow, zoom, zoom.
It's very iconic, but keep in mind, before this Tim Burton Batman, like there hadn't really been like a live action Batman that was super like dark. And I give so much credit, bro, to Tim Burton, bro. Like he's done so much great work, from Beetlejuice to other fucking movies he's done. Like his whole aesthetic and shit is fucking incredible. Like the way he's able to create shit, and I really give him a lot of credit, man, for this fucking movie, because he really like set the blueprint for like live action Batmans like going forward. Like he was like really like the first live action Batman that was like an actual like fucking movie, bro. And I feel like, man, like there's everything from the set designers, bro, for this fucking movie. Apparently what I had researched, apparently they basically made like a whole fucking city like on this, one of the last like big sets that's ever been created for a fucking movie, apparently, because it was like so fucking crazy. They basically kind of said like they wanted to like, they said, what if like New York City was designed by the devil? That's all the architecture in this fucking Gotham, dude. It's one of the best looking Gothams in any Batman media like ever. Like it's probably one of my favorite Gothams. The way this movie looks, it looks so dark and just gritty, and it's always cloudy, and especially at night it looks fucking fantastic. And speaking of looking fantastic, bro, this movie, man, is fucking incredible looking. From when it came out in '89, there's a lot of movies that come out from back then that just don't have good quality, but I guess it kind of goes to show like the budget they had for this movie. Because, man, like this movie looks fucking good, bro. Even on HBO Max, it looks fucking great. I want to try to get this on 4K Blu-ray, bro, because I want to see like the max it can get to, because I really thought it was fantastic looking. Even on a digital 4K streaming, like it looked fucking great. And that's enough about just the initial part of it. Obviously the movie has been talked about to death, but I want to talk about my favorite parts about it. Obviously, Michael Keaton, man, he was such a great Batman, dude. It's a shame we didn't get to see more of him. I thought that he was so good in this movie. He was a really good Bruce Wayne. Just the way that he's comes out. We have Vicky Vale basically like see him for the first time, but she doesn't know he's Bruce Wayne. It kind of goes to show like the way that he kind of carries himself, just that scene where he kind of goes up to Vicky Vale and the other guy, and they kind of just talking about the paintings. He kind of goes behind him. He kind of like just makes a bunch of comments. He kind of realizes like, oh shit, like he's fucking Bruce Wayne. Like that was a funny moment, And Michael Keaton, man, is such a great Bruce Wayne, and it's just cool to see the dynamic between him and Batman, because he has to play two different characters. And speaking of Batman, bro, Batman in this movie is so badass, bro. The costume is fucking iconic. The big yellow fucking bat logo is fucking just... It's pure cinema, guys. This is a fucking great movie, and that costume is so iconic, and the Batmobile is fucking iconic, and Michael Keaton, bro, he plays a really good Batman, bro. Like, he's really just, like, serious, bro. And just obviously the whole, like, bat turn thing that he does, he can't really move his neck. I think it's, like, more scary, bro. It makes him, like he's not human, bro. The way that he's directed in this movie is so well done, man. Like you really feel like his presence when he's on the fucking screen. There's a lot of bad movies, where, especially like Batman and Robin, and like Batman, the other fucking shitty movies that deal with Batman. Like,
Hi, Freeze. I'm Batman.
In this movie, like you kind of like got like the presence of Batman, the way that he was. He felt like whenever he would attack the other like goons or whatever, like it felt like you really felt like he was like like a different entity, bro. Like he wasn't like human. Like that's how the way that he would fucking get up and fight all these guys. Like, it was intense, man. And Michael Keaton, bro, deserves a lot of credit. And other man that deserves a lot of credit, bro, is Jack Nicholson, man.
Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker.
I mean, Jack Nicholson playing the Joker, dude, is exactly what you would expect from Jack Nicholson playing the Joker. It is one of the best Joker performances ever. I feel like it's right under Heath Ledger and Mark Hamill, honestly. Those are my top 3 Jokers now, because I remember certain scenes. I remember like the whole parade scene towards the end. That was the only thing I remember as a kid, just seeing that. It's just seeing his fucking face. He looked kind of creepy in this movie, but this version of the Joker, there's a version where he gets thrown into the acid and his skin gets white. That's another interpretation. It's not like Heath Ledger just puts on the makeup. Like in this version, like he gets thrown in the acid by Batman. He's originally like a goon. Just before he becomes a Joker, he's already scary, bro. He's like this fucking mob guy that's like super creepy and disturbing. Like the way that he talks to that fucking other like detective or cop, whoever that guy was, like the way that they shot him in like super like dark alleyways and shit. Like he was a scary guy already. He was just basically like Jack Nicholson playing a fucking gangster basically. And when he gets thrown into the fucking pit, it was super intense. The way that he initially becomes a Joker, we see him like in that room, he's kind of like getting done by that doctor or something. Just the way that they don't show his face, like it's just super dark. You only really just see like his silhouette. That was another great scene. Also the scene where he comes back and kills his old boss. The way that you see him in the shadows and shit, he slowly comes out. Dude, like there's a lot of great scenes in that movie. There's even scenes where like you'll be seeing a news report, and there's a shot in this movie where you're seeing a news report, right? All of a sudden you just see bang, like the fucking TV just explodes, and you see like the Joker would just like shot the fucking TV, dude. Like there's certain scenes like that where it's super just quick. It's like jump scares, bro. Like when Jack Nicholson is on screen, bro, it is really fucking intense. Intense because this movie is so fucking well directed. And Jack Nicholson in particular, man, he stole the show for me. Obviously, if you've seen any of my other videos, I've talked about Jack Nicholson, you know that I love that man, bro. He's such a great actor, and this is one of his best performances ever, bro. Like he's the fucking Joker in this movie, and you see it, man. Like everything he does in this movie, his mannerisms, the way that he acts, is one of the best Jokers that's ever been fucking put on screen. And Vicky Vale's character in this movie was also really well done as well. Just seeing her kind of dynamic with Bruce and all that, it was fun to see. And I want to talk about the ending, man. The ending of this movie is so fucking peak, bro. The whole like cathedral, they go up into the fucking clock tower, and you kind of see how like, or before that happens, you kind of have like Joker does parade. Once Batman kind of captures all the balloons and shit in the Batwing, which is a Batwing, we don't really see the Batwing a lot anymore. It's kind of great. Like the Batwing in this movie is probably the best Batwing in my opinion, just because the whole shot where he goes up to the moon and shit, you kind of see the silhouette. Super fucking iconic as well. Again, there's so many scenes I've been talking about to death at this point, but basically like this third act was one of the best third acts to any Batman movie show ever, bro. It was so fucking iconic, man. And just like seeing the Joker dance with Vicky Vale on top of the cathedral, and just that Lego Batman song was playing in the background, like I was like, dude, that is super iconic. Speaking of Lego Batman, there's a lot of the music in this was used in the original Lego Batman. I thought that was pretty cool. I kind of had an idea like what movie was it. I knew it was in this movie, but just you can kind of tell, like if you play Lego Batman, you kind of see how like how even this movie Batman 1989 influenced Lego Batman, bro, like heavily. Like you see how like basically they use all the music from this movie to that video game. So that was super dope to see. And just, you know, obviously the third act, we see Joker and Batman face off. It's super great. I think that the scene where Joker's dancing with Vicky Vale on top of that, you just top of the tower, and kind of have all that music that's playing. Speaking of it, which, you know, the score in this movie is so iconic, bro. Like Danny Elfman, man. I mean, Danny Elfman's one of those guys that he just him, bro. Because this movie was so fucking peak, and the score is incredible. Like there's just so many parts of this movie, man. I cannot acclaim enough, you know. I'm gonna give the Batman 1989 a 90%. You know, it is a high rating and it deserves it, man. This is a movie that's fucking iconic. It's gonna be iconic forever, man. And I can't believe I went so long without watching this. I'm such a big Batman fan. I mean, literally the artwork for this fucking channel is Batman. So I was so entertained by this fucking film, and it was such a fun film to watch, bro. And I really just highly recommend like checking this movie out. If you have not seen it in a really long time, or you just haven't seen it in general, you know, definitely check it out, bro. I know people like talk about Batman a lot, and I feel like it's one of the Batman movies that is so iconic for a reason. It definitely deserves all the recognition that it fucking gets, man, because it is so iconic. It was so revolutionary. It paved the way for different versions of Batman. I know Nolan said that this was a big inspiration for him, so when he did his Batman film, so you know, this movie's influential, man. It definitely inspired generations of Batman stories to come after that. And give Tim Burton a lot of credit, give all these actors a lot of credit. This was such a movie that was ahead of its time, and just obviously the whole Batmania and all the craziness that went after that was super intense. It goes to show that when you do really good story and superhero stories, and this definitely paved the way for superhero stories as well. Like, think about it, you know, up to that point, you had a couple like good Superman movies, but just overall, it wasn't like a big like fucking Superman movie that was super just well received like that. Like, I know some of the early Superman movies were, but this is like the first like big blockbuster like fucking like superhero movie. I feel like that was like a mainstream. Like, it was fucking crazy ass people going crazy after this movie came out. So, other than that, man, you know, the Batman 89 is such a fantastic film, and it deserves all the credit that it gets. And you know, I recommend like watching other breakdowns as well, just kind of learning more about this movie, bro, because it's really fascinating. Once I was doing the research for this, I was like, damn, like there's so many parts that went into the making of this. It's super fascinating to see that they're able to get this out. And you know, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Tim Burton, you know, everybody that was involved in this movie. Fucking Billy D. Williams is Harvey Dent. I kind of wish they explored it a little bit more, but it kind of seemed like they were gonna like save him for a later movie, and it never ended up actually happening. So, fortunately, we didn't get to see Lando as Harvey Dent. But other than that, man, there's so many great moments and memories I have from this movie. I remember watching as a kid, like I said, so I didn't watch it in so long, and you know, everything from the scenes where Joker comes out and all that, I feel like it is super iconic. You know, all of the fight scenes in this movie great as well. Just so many moments that I appreciated from this film. And as a big Batman fan, you know, this is a movie that is special to me now, and I think it's special to a lot of Batman fans. You know, this is a movie that's, you know, every Batman fan has to see this movie because it is truly like some of the best Batman that's ever going to be put onto screen ever. And although it's not my favorite version of Batman, I feel like for me it's Christian Bale's, but it is up there, man. It is like, again, it is peak fucking fiction, bro. But other than that, guys, you know, thank you guys for watching. If you guys are interested in like movie reviews, TV show reviews, you know, check the channel out, you know, like and subscribe, you know, new videos out every week. But other than that, you know, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, peace.